Okay guys, in this video we're going to talk about how to turn your square papers into pinwheels. So how to construct your whole entire pinwheel. So we're going to end up first with your paper folded like this. So let me show you how to do that with just a blank piece of paper so it's a little bit easier for everybody to see. So you're going to pick a corner. I'm going to pick this corner right here. It does not matter which one. And I'm going to line this corner up with the corner exactly diagonal from that. So I'm going to line up these two corners and then I'm going to make a fold. So I'm going to pick up this corner. I'm going to align it with the corner diagonal. Once they're aligned, like I told you, we're going to make a fold. Okay, so you end up with this triangle like this. Okay, so you can then open it back up and you're going to do the same thing with the other two corners. So you can see right now we have one fold like that. Right? And now we're going to open it back up, and now I'm going to match up this corner and this corner. Okay? Oh, I mean the other ones. Sorry, the ones that are now connected by the line. So I'm going to align those corners up and then have a fold. Okay, once you open it back up, it should look like an X. Do you guys see the X created by those two folds? So go ahead, take a second and do that. Okay, once you have those two folds, I actually want you to fold it in half, and I actually want you to fold it in half again. So you end up with this little triangle, like so, okay? Or like this one here. This one I did up just some marks on it just so it could kind of look like yours. Okay, from here, this is the point where all of them come together, right? We want to measure 2.5 inches away from this point, okay? So you're gonna take your ruler. Here's where the measurements start. Here's 2.5, right? It's the big line in between the 2 and the 3. So here's 2.5 inches. I want to measure 2.5 inches from the point of this, right? So here's all the openings on that piece of paper. And I want to measure 2.5 inches away from the point. So I'm going to set this down. I'm going to grab my pencil and I'm going to measure. I'm going to line up the edge of the ruler, right, lined up with the edge of the pinwheel, 2.5 inches away from the edge. I'm going to make a mark. Let me show you up close what I just did. I measured 2.5 inches away from the point to here. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. From the point, 2.5 inches away. I'm going to even flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I just have a little mark. 1, 2, 3. I just need one in here. I'm going to flip my triangle to go the other way. Just make another mark 2.5 inches away. So now I have a little mark 2.5 inches away from the center the whole way around. I just went over them just to make them a little bit bolder. 1, 2, 3, and here's the fourth one down here. Okay, so everybody get to that step. Okay, so now we're actually going to be cutting from the point of the piece of paper up to that mark that we just measured, right? So from the point up to this mark. So I'm going to do that on each of the 4 corners. So from the point on the fold, and do not cut past that mark. Your pinwheel will not spin if you cut past it. So from the point up to the mark. Okay, so notice I'm cutting from the point, I'm stopping directly at that mark. Okay, so that's 2. We have 2 more to cut. That's the third one. And then the fourth one. So I cut up to the mark on all 4 sides. So now my piece of paper looks pretty funky. Right? It has all these cuts in it. So everybody gets to that step.